Do you want to vlog your life? Do you want to be this vlogger on the internet that wants to showcase your life to every single human being that has ever existed on this planet? If that resonates with you, then you probably want to listen to this video, because I have a lot to say because of what I've experienced as a vlogger on YouTube. So first of all, if you're a nobody, and as sad as that sounds, you are a nobody. If you've never left a trace on social media, if you've never had a following before YouTube, then bad news. Your vlogs are just not going to work. And I'm just being honest. This is for like 99% of people that start off their YouTube channels vlogging. And why do I say this? Because I was one of those. I started off my YouTube channel just wanting to vlog. I started off my YouTube channel just showcasing my life. But in reality, nobody knows me. Nobody has ever seen me on social media before YouTube, right? So I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, but I wasn't creating videos. I wasn't doing all these skits or all these comedy shows or all these reviews. No, I was doing none of that. So if I were to vlog my life like back then, if I started off my channel vlogging, people don't want to click on my channel or on my videos because they do not know who I am. They do not know what type of things I offer. So they're just going to scroll past my video and be like, Antoine Fisher, day in the life? Pfft, who is this guy? And that is something that a lot of people need to really, really take into consideration when starting a YouTube channel. Nobody knows you. So nobody is going to want to click on your video. That is just the harsh truth, the harsh reality. And a lot of people really need to just grasp that in their brain, because a lot of people just have bad mentalities that people are going to want to watch their vlogs when they haven't offered nothing of value to the people. And yes, there is that 1% of people that are going to make a very amazing first vlog, and it's going to gravitate towards this career that just skyrockets. But for the majority of people, and I'm just being honest, it doesn't really work out because people don't know you. People don't know who you are. And I know I keep saying that, but that's because I want you guys to burn that in your brain, that people don't know who you are. So it's not until you build a following, until you build a fan base of people that love your content, that they're going to want to start to just they're just going to want to know more about your life, right? Because imagine if I dedicated 5 years to just making content about shoes. People are going to be like, man, well, Anthony, I love the way you review shoes. I love the way you just pronounce your R's. Grr. Okay. So I'm just making an example. Okay. I know this is cringe, but I'm just setting the scene for you guys. So they're going to want to know more about you because they're like, man, I love Anthony as a human. I love him. He's very kind. He's very positive. He's always smiling. There's just something about him. He's always smiling. And he uploaded a vlog. Wow, I want to see how he lives his life, right? So that's how vloggers usually start, because they already have a fan base before their vlogging era. So, that's something I'm working towards. I'm working towards putting a footprint on my YouTube channel, or maybe on the YouTube space. I just want to show everyone who I am as a person, and I just want to start vlogging so that they could be like, man, well, I love how he talks in his videos. I love his personality. I love that he's always smiling. He's always in a good mood. He's always busting out these moves. Oh, watch me whip, right? So people are going to want to know more about your life. People are just going to want to gravitate towards your content. And every time they see your content on their homepage, on their explore page, they're going to want to just click, because they trust you as a YouTube creator. They trust you as a content creator, and they're just going to want to devour your videos, for lack of a more professional word. They're going to want to devour. They just want to consume all your content. And that's what I'm working towards. I just want to create a big, and I mean a huge catalog. Right now, I'm like on season 12, episode 2 of Antoine Fisher. And, obviously I'm just playing. I don't brand my contents through seasons, but obviously that's a good binge watching strategy. If you want people to just binge watch your videos, start creating like series of episodes, series 1, episode 2, 3, 4, and then series 2, episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, people are just going to want to follow, like a Netflix episode, right? One, two, one after the other. And that's how you create watch time. And that's how you get your watch hours. And that's how you get monetized. You see, all of these things are things that you need to take into consideration when starting a YouTube channel. It is not just, hey, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. Like I said, that could work, but for the majority of people, it just doesn't. It doesn't hit because you're just one out of the 10 million people creating YouTube videos for a big audience. So we need to find ways to stand out. We need to find ways to leave a footprint. Like I said earlier, we need to find ways to leave a footprint on this YouTube channel. Good morning, wife. How are you? Give me a kiss. Now, let me get back to my topic. So you need to just leave a footprint on your YouTube channel. You need to just leave a footprint overall in this whole social media space, because imagine if people they recognize you for who you are, you're gonna leave a mark on them. Maybe you make them laugh. Maybe you make them feel this emotion. Maybe you make them feel a certain way that they want to come back to your channel, right? Because that's what people come back to. They come back to people that they feel comfortable with. Every now and then I scroll on my YouTube and I look at these past YouTubers that I feel like I have this connection towards, not this parasocial relationship, okay? None of that, because obviously I don't really have that parasocial relationship with anyone because I just think that's dumb. But obviously, like for an example, just to shoot something or to give you guys an idea, every time I watch Markiplier, I get taken back to this nostalgic feeling of me being younger, watching gaming videos. And back in the day when I would watch Markiplier, he'll just make me laugh. He'll make me feel comfortable watching his videos because of his amazing voice, his amazing, deep, very attractive voice, and him and his jokes and everything. So right now, if I were to watch him, I'll feel very comfortable because I know who he is as a person. I know how he makes me feel. He makes me feel comfortable. He makes me laugh. And that's just going to want to make me click on his videos because I know who he is. And that's my goal on YouTube. I want people to see me and be like, oh, Anthony, that's the dude. That's the guy. I want to click on his videos because he makes me feel good. He cracks jokes every now and then. He has this positive vibe. And that's ultimately my goal. And I want that to be my career. I want that to be my reputation. And just to tell you guys, I'm not this perfect individual. All right. So I might be happy. I might be always go lucky. But obviously I'm human. I have my ups, my downs, and the way I handle life could be different from the way you guys handle life. But I'm just here to tell you that you guys just need to be positive as well. Everything in life, you just need to be positive. No matter what happens, no matter what comes your way, you just need to be positive. So we can do this. We need to figure out our niches. Also, that's another thing. Figure out your niche, because a lot of people, and I'll say this from experience too, because my mistake is that when I started YouTube, I was doing everything under the sun. I was doing gaming videos. I was doing cooking videos. Well, not cooking videos, but I was doing like food reviews. I was doing skits. I was doing YouTube shorts. I was doing these. I don't know, to be honest. My whole early stages of YouTube is just a blur to me of what I was going for. I was trying to be like this Mr. Beast clone in a way, but now that I'm growing as a YouTuber, now that I'm like trying to find my own vibe, I feel like I want to handle this with a different approach. I don't want to just be a copycat of another YouTuber. Like, I need to be my own self. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier in this video. You need to leave your own footprint. Yes, take inspiration. That's not bad. But you need to create your own content. Be your own person. Not be an imitation of someone. Not be a copycat of someone. Not be a doppelganger of someone. You need to be your own person, because people want originality. People want originality to an extent. You need to make content that is similar maybe to other people, but you need to add your own twist to it. You need to just be your own person. So figure out your niche, work on how you present yourself, work on just letting loose, because a lot of people, I feel like they're stiff. They're like stiff and they're so shy. They're like, welcome to my channel. Or maybe they're maybe they're over reacting. Maybe they're just trying to be someone that they're not, and they're like, hey, what's up, guys, this and that. Maybe it's, you just need to find a good balance. Try to be very free and what's the word? Try to be very free. I'll just say free. Try to be very free with how you want to be, but also, know how to tone it down a notch, right? Because you don't want to be like this person that's being pretentious, like being someone that they're not, but you also don't want to be like this boring individual. You need to be your own self. And that's honestly all we need to work on, right? That's honestly all we need to do if we want to succeed. And I know I'm probably everywhere, but at least these are good talking points for you guys to take inspiration or to maybe write these tips down on a notebook. And, I'll let you guys be. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.